EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Houston Texans. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway here on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On the ready. 41 Mike. Ricky.
First down, Murray. And incomplete to open things up. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass. I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Yards on the play. And the Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Get ready.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Check.
On second and 12, Murray is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let's get off the field, D.
So that'll back them up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Murray with a third and long. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
2nd and 7 at the Cardinals' 30-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Watson with a give to Miller. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. And they'll run for it with Miller. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. To throw is Watson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On 2nd down. It's Miller, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
6 yards. And it's 3rd.
Hey, alert 3, alert
3. 3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
A loss of 3 yards. Brings up 4th down.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more.
Here we go, here we go. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, help. We ain't giving them nothing.
4th. Watson. He may try and run for this. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After the interception, here's Watson. Flushed out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Watson steps away to his left. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. From the red zone now, Watson being chased out left. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Rolling to his left. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Texans' 11-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And he fires one that's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. All right, CD, let's have a little fun. Now that we're into October, I'm going to give you some AFC teams. You tell me quickly, contender or pretender. You ready?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, let's start in the East. Buffalo.
Contender for a wild card spot.
Okay, how about the Chargers?
Pretender.
AFC North, the Steelers.
Contender because the AFC North is a jumble.
Okay, and then lastly, let's go to the South, the Jacksonville.
Pretender. Houston now in control.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Forced out to his left. And Stills bringing it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, Watson dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down, Watson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. On 1st down, it's Watson. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the same. Touchdown, Cardinals! A big play there. 53 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, we got a second. Let's look ahead to Week 7 and what's on the slate. Things start out Thursday night. Kansas City at Denver, divisional battle.
Suddenly an interesting game. Kansas City having lost their last 2, and Denver now playing defense as we expected. But how about the NFL 100 game of the week? Oakland at Green Bay, a rematch of Super Bowl II.
Also have New Orleans at Chicago and Philly visiting Dallas on Sunday night.
That is a huge one in the NFC East.
Yeah, both teams 3-3. The winner will have the lead in that division. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A final shot before half from Murray. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive in the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
They are going for it. Here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down. And
that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the 50, it's Watson. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Terrell Suggs coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Watson. And he's going to go down again. Terrell Suggs. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Murray, buying time to his left. And Daniels has it, left side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Murray going to throw, and Daniels has it over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Throwing on first down is Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
55. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Hey, motion.
Another carry now for Edmonds. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows a coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Johnson. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. The Texans on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a first down following a gain of 3. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On second down now. It's Johnson, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
At the 31-yard line.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run with Edmonds again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Murray with a 3rd and long. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. J.J. Watt in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, He hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. J.J. Watt. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Watson now to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside in 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by...
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel got a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a matching. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Houston Texans. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. 6 yards. 55, Mike. I'm not ready. Let's go. Bravo.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
We got this.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
I'm coming after you.
From the gun, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there, but now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big 1st down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. Dancing to his left. And he goes out right around the 39. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson buying time to his left. Roberts got it. And he'll be down deep deep into Houston territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 55 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 6 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Play action for Miller. Now Watson steps away to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And now look at him go. Past the 20. And this results in 6. Touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down.
5-yard gain on the play. And that's Baltimore.
Jackson on 1st down. On the move to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson under pressure now. Watson, and down he goes. Patrick Owasor gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Watson off play action. Going up top. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the 1st quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And an alley to run. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. These two teams all tied after 1. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
55. Check tight. Zoom, zoom. Check tight. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Snead's got it. 23 yards the pickup there. Jackson now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Out to his left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson now on 3rd down. Steps away, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards on that one and also a Texan first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I hope he's not your left because I'm about to take you too far.
On first down, it's Watson. Flush to his right. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's in. It's a Houston Texans touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 64 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Jackson, and avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for him.
Yeah, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Watch the run. This side, baby, that's baby side. Hey, 31. Kill.
On 2nd down now, it's Miller, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Set. 19. Hey, come on. Shift.
On first down, Johnson, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. So after the penalty heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. They'll try the air now with Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Faking the give. Now Watson. Now he's flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They are going for it. Here's Watson going deep for Hop. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 61 yards. And the Texans have retaken the lead. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, They threw for it because, to me, it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air, and what a result. Big-time play.
Oh, the Texans may have recovered. They did recover. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Now it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Wormley able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. To throw is Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Flushed out right. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And an alley to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
This is Ingram on first and 10. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 16-yard line.
From the 16, Jackson dancing to his left. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. And it's third and 4. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that? Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Well, they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
They'll run on first down. Ingram, and they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Check 41. Yeah, you don't want none.
Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Throwing on 2nd down, Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. On first down, it's Ingram. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll run it with Hill. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. He can run for it, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself, as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly,
under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Pernell McPhee. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete here.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to let it fly. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Pernell McPhee. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from Cleveland. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Mike, 55, right there in the middle, 55. Hey man, watch the boot. Slam. Run.
Mayfield on play action. Got an open man. That's David Njoku. Tight end.
Pass complete to David Njoku. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Throwing, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go, interception, baby, let's go.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. Show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bro, for your post, department, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar, one man army.